what direction to go. Hi, I'm Kate and welcome to my channel. It is the first Monday of summer and I don't have to work. I have my coffee, I'm ready to do some makeup. So one thing that I started doing last month, and I think I'm going to try to continue, is every month I'm making like a custom palette using my singles that kind of fits with the time of year or fits with the month. So I don't still have my May one together, but I'll pop a picture up here of what I created for May. In the month of May, I used all Devinah shadows. So all of the mattes, all of the shimmers are all from Devinah, which is one of my favorite brands for singles. And I like the size of their little 12 pans, so I think I'll probably try to keep it at 12 pans. I created an 18 pan one for June that I didn't end up using. It just felt too big and too overwhelming. And I have so many other things that it's not like I'm going to be dipping into it like 10 plus times in a month. So I feel like 12 pans is kind of the perfect size. So for May, I made a really springy palette with colors that I know that I would use. I included like a brown and a white in there as well, and just really pretty soft shades and soft shimmers. It is raining and kind of gray out, so my lighting isn't great. The sound probably isn't great, but it is what it is, and it's my summer. I cannot be bothered. So for June, I decided to go pretty rainbow. It is Pride Month, it is summer, so bright and fun and colorful was the way to go. So here is my June custom palette. So all of the mattes that I have are from Terra Moons. A lot of them are from their newer spring collection. I'm pretty sure the orange, yellow, green, blue, and this kind of pink are all from the new collection. And then the other ones are just from, you know, other Terra Moons shadows. And then the shimmers. The shimmers are from a mix of brands. So this green right here is Orion from Devinah. It's a really pretty kind of soft greeny gold. This pretty shade right here is Luster from Glaminatrix. So it's really pretty, iridescent, and fun. And then these two are from the new Black Moxy collection. So this one is, I think, Sparkle Pop. Probably my favorite of them. And then this one is Tootie. So there are the four shimmers. I will swatch them so you can see them a little better. All right, those aren't the best swatches, but I don't know how well they're gonna show up with my bad lighting today, but I will try to post a picture with just a better swatch of this palette. I think in the original photo, I had a different Black Moxy in there. I had Stinkerbell instead of Sparkle Pop. Also a beautiful shade, but I switched it out just for a little more differentiation. I had too much purple going on and I wanted to switch that out. All right, so this is what we're working with. I have already created 2 looks using this palette, so I'll pop those up here. I did one look. My first look was like pink and purple and teal, very like ethereal. In my second look, I used like the bright yellow and the red, and then the Tootie shade. I had a yellow and red shirt that I wanted to wear for the end of the school year, so I created a look that matched that. So I'm not sure what direction I'm gonna go in today. I will try to post the names of all the mattes and the shimmers in the description down below, but kind of what I'm thinking with my custom palette every month is to just do one video featuring it and creating a look, and just gives me a chance to share my singles, because I have a pretty big singles collection and I really love to grab from my singles, but I really never have a reason to put them in a video, so this gives me a reason. So I haven't really used the greens, so I'm thinking maybe I'll go a little more green, maybe like purple, yellow, and green. Might be a little similar to the first look I did, but I don't know. Kind of the direction I'm feeling today. I'm also gonna film my summer palettes video, so I want something that looks kind of bright and summery. So that's what we're gonna do. All right, I'm already primed and ready, so I'm gonna dive right in. I'm gonna start with the yellow. And the thing with Terra Moons shadows, there's quite a bit of fallout. They're really powdery, but they're super pigmented and they blend really well, so I will put up with that if I need to. I'm just gonna start by building up this yellow right in the front. And it's really raining right now. Not how I wanted summer to start, but our garden could sure use it. All right, so that's all I'm going to do with that. I'm gonna grab the purple. I think it's the orchid shade. It's this one right here. I'm gonna pick that up. So here you can see, I don't know if you saw all the powder. So the thing with this shade, it does show up a little more pink on the eye. So it does take a little bit of building up. So I'm gonna kind of bring that all the way down and then all the way out here. This is always the stage in a look where I ask, what the heck am I doing? This looks crazy, but you have to trust the process. So it is officially summer for me. My last day with students was Thursday. My last day in was Friday. I was only there for about an hour or two on Friday, just packing up my classroom. I'm not moving. They have to clean the floors, which means everything has to go in a box. But it's kind of nice because then I start the next year fresh. Like, it gives me a reason to kind of throw things out, you know, make sure that I'm only packing away the things that I really want in my class. I have a really small classroom. I am a special education teacher, so I don't have a large space, so it can get crowded really fast with stuff. All right, I'm gonna go into the green. But the last day of school was a really emotional day. I have a group of 5th graders that I've had for a couple years in a row, and it was just really emotional. There were a lot of tears. The last day of school, they pretty much stay in their classroom. But I had a group that just kept coming down and wanting hugs and wanting to talk and lots of tears. A really nice group of kids that I'm definitely gonna miss because I've had them a couple years in a row. I typically follow kids for a few years. I don't know how I'm feeling about this. It'll come together, I swear. So I'm just kind of laying down the colors where I'm gonna want them, and then I'll be building them up a little more. I'm gonna go into the blue next. The blue is the darkest shade that I have. So this is also my second summer not working, or not teaching at least. I do other work. But I've just learned the last couple years that I need a break. Teaching and special education especially has a really high burnout rate, and I've been really close in past years and have just learned that I need kind of an alternative summer to allow myself to just feel mentally and emotionally ready for the next school year. So I just do a variety of odd jobs in the summer, still need that income, but by not teaching, it allows me a chance to just refresh. All right, I'm gonna go back into the purple. Maybe getting a little bigger than I intended. But I like how like the purple and blue and green are kind of blending together. I'm gonna grab just an empty, big fluffy brush and buff out the edges of that purple because it's looking a little harsh and I don't like harsh lines in my eyeshadow. Then dipping into the blue again. All right, and then back into the yellow. All right. Oh, it is really pretty in person at least. I can see the yellow, I can see the purple, I can see the green and blue. I do have like neon yellow powder all over the place. So maybe I'll stop there with the mattes and I'm gonna dip into some shimmers now. So I've used the 2D shade in both looks that I've done, so I think I'm not gonna use that one today. I think I'm gonna start with the green from Devinah, and I'm just gonna tap that a little bit in the front right here. Devinah shadows. Their shimmers are super sparkly and fun. So that's gonna go right here. I did not lay down any glitter primer and I probably should have, but that's okay. I'm gonna go into the Black Moxy Sparkle Pop next. Oh, that shade is so pretty. Maybe I'll just do the 2 of those today. I've used Luster a couple times too, that Glaminatrix shade. But these are the 2 that I feel like I haven't really dipped into. Okay, how's that? Got a lot of follow. That Black Moxy shade is really loosely pressed. Not a bad thing, like it's really soft and super pigmented, super impactful, those softer shimmers, but I think those work well together. So there's the lids. I think I'm gonna stop there. I don't wanna go too crazy and like, it's already pretty crazy. You got yellow, green, blue, and purple. So I think I'll stop there. I'm gonna go off camera, do all my face stuff, and I'll come back to finish up with the eyeshadows. All right, I'm back with all my face products on and ready to dip back into the eyeshadows. So I think before I dip into eyeshadows, I'm gonna go in on the lower lash line. I just have this blue pencil. And I think I'm gonna start with the green because I feel like I lost that a bit on the lid. And I really like this green. So I'm just gonna start to build that up down here, then just connecting it up to the winged out shadows here. I'm gonna leave a little space in the front to put the yellow. All right, so there's the green laid down. Now I'm gonna dip into the yellow. And I'm gonna pop that right in the front, and then I'll blend it underneath the green. And those 2 together form the prettiest kind of lime green shade. All right, this is super fun and colorful. And those Terra Moons shadows just blend out so quick. That was really quick and easy. I think just once more, I'm gonna take an empty brush and just kind of buff around the edge, soften that up a little bit. I did pull the shadow really far out today, like all the way out to where my brow is. All right, so I think I'm gonna stop with the shadows. I'm gonna go off camera and do some eyeliner, mascara, and I'll be back. All right, I'm back with the final look. So I just went in with some eyeliner and mascara, no lashes today. It is a random Monday, so. For lips, I went in with an interesting combination. I used this kind of purple liner from ColourPop. It's the shade V Cute, just to kind of pull in that orchid shade on the lid. I feel like I lost it a little bit, but in person you can see that it's there, just kind of up here. And then over that, I went in with this Milani. This is the shade 410. This is one of their nude lipsticks. These are a really nice, soft matte formula, not drying at all. They're not transfer proof, but I'm just glad that they don't dry out my lips a lot. So kind of a weird lip combination, but I feel like it works with this look. So again, this is now the third look that I've done with my custom June palette. So I will do something similar with my July palette. I don't know what colors I'm going to do in July. Obviously I want it summery, not quite as rainbow as this probably. But I don't know, something really bright and fun. If you have any suggestions of like directions I should go for July, please leave them below. I would love some ideas of what I should create. But I've really enjoyed playing with my June palette. This is my third time. My May palette, I think I only dove in twice, but that's because I had a few new things that month and not as much time to use it. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you soon.